Good evening and welcome to Harrington Field for today's match between the top two seeds in the GNAC, Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks and your Western Washington University Vikings. Walking out with the Western Washington University starters tonight are players from the Northwest United in Mount Vernon. Let's give them a warm welcome to the field first. The starters today for the Nighthawks are announced by head coach John Powell. He's assisted by Julio Castillo, Dane Manley, and Matt Kessler. The captain for them is number 27, Lorenzo Valentini. Goalkeeper number 1, Sawyer Price. Number 4, Nestor Serrano. Number 8, Raul Barragan. Number 9, Jimmy Kufidakis. Number 10, Jake Levine. Number 11, Alan Soto Ortiz. Number 18, Ethan Atterbury. Number 20, Jonathan Cardona. Number 23, Cameron Natvig. Number 24, Braden Anderson. And now, for the host Vikings of Western Washington University, as announced by head coach Greg Briskman, his assistants are Matt Zagulius and Kyle Langowski. For their starting 11, first, the co-captain, number 26, Tegan Eldridge. The goalkeeper, number 29, Patrick Restum. A forward senior, number 4, Johan Espinoza. Freshman midfielder, number 5, Ryan Roeder. From Everett, number 6, Caden Wall. Sophomore forward, number 13, Andrew Roeder. Another co-captain, a senior in the midfield, number 16, Gus Steele. At defender, a junior out of Buckley, number 17, Mitchell Hutter. The midfield, a senior, number 20, Dakota Stamnis. A freshman defender out of Sweden, number 21, Joe R. Tidblom. A forward senior from Bellingham, Washington, number 24, Alessandro Tomasi. That is your starters for the Western Washington University Vikings. If you could all rise and point your attention to the right of the scoreboard for the playing of our national anthem.
Welcome to Harrington Field. We've got Vikings men's soccer on tap for you here. The number 24 nationally ranked Western Washington Vikings taking on the Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks here on Viking TV. My name is Adam Reyes. I'll be on the call for you tonight. This is a massive game as it pertains to the GNAC standings. These are the two top teams in the GNAC. Vikings with a 5-1-0 conference record. Northwest Nazarene with a 4-1-1 conference record. This is the first time these two teams have met in GNAC play so far this season, and this is our no other teams challenging for that title as of right now. Vikings sit atop the conference with 15 points. Nighthawks right behind them with 13, and beyond that, no team has more than 9 points. So far this GNAC season, these have been the powerhouses, and they're both here at Harrington Field to try to make a statement as to who will go down the stretch as the favorites in the GNAC. Vikings are coming off of a 1-0 victory on the road against Western Oregon and Monmouth thanks to a late Alessandro Tomasi winner in the 85th minute. Northwest Nazarene coming off a 0-0 draw on the road in Seattle against SPU. Starting lineup for the Vikings: Johan Espinoza, Ryan Roeder, Caden Wall, Andrew Roeder, Gus Deal, Mitchell Hutter, Dakota Stamnis, Joar Tidblom, Alessandro Tomasi, Tegan Eldridge, and in net, Patrick Restum. For the Nighthawks, in net is Sawyer Price, Nestor Serrano, Raul Barragan, Jimmy Kufadakis, Jake Levine, Alan Soto Ortiz, Ethan Atterbury, Jonathan Cordona, Cameron Natvig, Braden Anderson, and Lorenzo Valentini. The Vikings started off the season with a 10-match unbeaten run, the best in program history, but had it snapped on the road against Simon Fraser University. In their last game here at Harrington Field, they were able to pick up a exciting back-and-forth 4-3 victory. And now they come back to try to make a statement against a really good team, GNAC opponent. Vikings are 9-1-3 overall on the season. Very impressive season from these number 24 nationally ranked Vikings. Early ball over the top is cleared away by Sawyer Price. Vikings controlling the ball in the Nighthawks half early. Sending it across now. Ranger Roeder. Roeder trying to get into the middle. Falls in the hands of Price. Vikings have led the GNAC in a number of statistical categories this season. They lead the GNAC in shots, scoring, assists, shutouts, and goals against average. They've been good going both ways. Also been a very clinical team. A lot of second half goals, late winners. Coming up big when it matters. The cross is blocked there in the corner by Johan Espinoza. Throwing for Northwest Nazarene. Looks like they're setting up for a long throw here from that sideline close to the corner flag. It's going to be played almost as if it was a corner. Goes into the box. Dribbling around in the box. Shot is blocked. And that shot's going to go over the bar. Early opportunity for the Nighthawks off the long throw-in. Saw the Vikings concede a goal off of a throw-in from a similar area against St. Martin's last time out at Harrington Field in that 4-3 victory. Goal kick sent down. Pinballing around the middle. Headed up there by Gus Deal. Go to Stamnis fighting for it. Falls for Eldridge. Calls for a handball, but none given. Northwest Nazarene controls it in their own half. Eldridge coming up to play that ball aggressively, and it pays off. Will be a throw in for the Nighthawks. Referee calls the player throwing the ball in to step back a couple steps there. Vikings starting Alessandro Tomasi today. He's often started on the bench this season, but star freshman attacker Alvin Johnson out with a leg injury. Will not start tonight, will not play. That ball's played through for Tomasi to run onto Espinoza as well. Espinoza will get to it first. Espinoza with chance to shoot maybe. Cuts it back nicely, takes a shot, and it's pawed away. Rebound, sent over the bar. Andrew Roeder had the opportunity after Sawyer Price sent Johan Espinoza's attempt right back at him, but he just put it over the woodwork. Excellent opportunity early in this match for the Vikings. It's a beautiful cutback move in the box by Espinoza to make space. Sent the defender flying. Busy sports night in the Pacific Northwest as Seattle Mariners are still playing in Game 3 of the American League Divisional Series. Ball controlled on the wing by the Nighthawks. We thank you for tuning into Viking TV over that Mariners game if you are. We up here in the booth, well, the booth, so to say, we'll be keeping our eyes on that Mariners game as well. Ball played across the other side. Barakan controls it. Both teams have had chances early in this match. Vikings with the more clear cut of the opportunities. Vikings are 27-3 all time versus the Nighthawks. 10-2-2 record. Games played in Bellingham. They've only lost one game against the Nighthawks here at Harrington Field in 7 matches. 5-1 in their last 6 meetings with NNU, dating back to the 2018 season. As well as being ranked number 24 in the nation, the Vikings come in at number 4 in the West Region rankings. Looking to make a splash on the national stage this season. Something we haven't seen out of this men's program in a couple years. We've seen a lot of success for the women's program, and that has continued, of course, this year, as the women's team is ranked in the national top 10 at number 7. Western Washington University, one of only 5 programs to have both their men's and women's soccer teams in the top 25 nationally. As here's an opportunity here for the Nighthawks, spilled in front of goal, and it's sent in, and the referee says no. He took it out of the hands of Patrick Reston, who was just in desperation mode, diving across his goal. I believe that was Alan Soto Ortiz trying to just scoop it into the net any way he could. Didn't have clean contact with it. Looked to be an open goal for him. Just couldn't get the foot to it. That was a golden opportunity the Nighthawks wish they had back. Could very easily be 1-0 Northwest Nazarene right now. Soto Ortiz was all alone in front of net. Couldn't finish. Ball taken by Ryan Roeder. Sent across for Tegan Eldridge, the captain, the veteran. Sends it into the middle. Sends it back across for Stamnus. Stamnus trying to get into the middle, but it'll fall harmlessly to the defender, and they'll control it and bring it back the other way. Slide tackle does not work out there. And the Nighthawks are moving forward now. Soto Ortiz cuts it back, takes a shot, just wide. This is the Vikings team that puts a lot of shots on net. Keeps a lot of clean sheets, but the Nighthawks have been putting a lot of pressure on them in the first 8 minutes of this match, putting up a couple of good opportunities at Patrick Reston's net. Vikings might be a bit lucky to not have conceded already. Vikings have been a second half team this year, scored 24 goals in 13 games this season, and 14 of those have come in the second half. 7 of those have been in the 80th minute or later. That was the case for the game-winning goal that Alessandro Tomasi scored in the 85th minute in Monmouth against Western Oregon. A game where the Vikings struggled a little bit, were outshot overall on the match, but put a lot of shots on goal. Put 11 shots on goal and 12 total shots. The winner from Tomasi actually came only a couple of minutes after a penalty was missed. Vikings found a way to win as they have all season. This ball is played through to Espinoza, who's working with a little bit of space on the right side. Sends it back now. Ball into the middle, cleared away. Picked up by Tegan Eldridge, driving to the corner. Cross comes in, it's picked out easily there by Sawyer Price. Price, the junior out of Olympia, Washington, commanding this Nighthawks back line. These two teams have been neck and neck in the GNAC standings all season. First time they've actually been able to meet. We're seeing a show so far. Opportunities going both ways, and now the Vikings trying to move forward again. Earlier today, the Viking women picking up a 3-0 victory on the road at Montana State Billings. Another great season from that women's soccer program. It's had so much success for so long here. Picking up a national championship. Always threatening in the conference tournament and the regional tournaments. The Vikings trying to make their own splash as well here this season. Eldridge moving forward, plays it back. Nice little dummy there from Roeder. Tomasi sends it back. Looking for Tidblom. Tidblom looking for options. Caden Wall. Pass didn't lead to anything there. It's picked up by Cameron Natvig. Just boots it long. Caden Wall sends it back with a head. Pass there from Sure. Tidblom rolls out of bounds for a Nighthawks throw. Western has recorded 7 shutouts this season, which is 2 off of the program's single season record. In that game in Monmouth, Patrick Restum notched a career high 8 saves, leads the GNAC in shutouts with 6. A couple of clutch late saves among those. It's been very solid between the sticks this year for the Vikings. That ball's played back. Espinoza looking for a chance to shoot, takes a deflection, and it's going to be picked up off the line by Sawyer Price. Doesn't let that go out for a corner. Espinoza's been strongly involved in the Vikings' attack early in this game. There's a foul there committed by Gus Deal, one of the 2 captains on the field for the Vikings right now. Deal and Eldridge, 2 veterans who are both approaching the all-time appearances record for the Vikings. Senior duo has combined to play in 137 matches since arriving as freshmen in 2018. Eldridge now with the throw. Sent back to the middle. Play is switched to the left side now. The back line with Deal. Now on the side to Tidblom. Vikings looking for a way forward here. Nice little move there by Espinoza. He's been having some very creative play early in this match. Clearance is blocked there by Roeder, but it won't lead to anything. Oh, as Roeder does win it back here in the corner. Good hustle by Roeder. Gets a throw for the Vikings. High work rate in attack. Pays off. Vikings will reset the play back with Gus Deal. Played in the corner now. Tidblom. Caden Wall. Go to Stamnus. Eldridge making the run on the far side. Stamnus looks to find him, and he does. Eldred plays back to Roeder. Roeder sends it into the box. Got a tip on it to Espinoza. Can't keep it in bounds, though. Called offside there on the cross. Late call from the side judge there. Espinoza was offsides, though. Free kick for the Nighthawks. Looking at the Mariners game right now, currently the top of the 18th. And the Astros have scored the first run of the game. Marathon going on at T-Mobile Park in Seattle right now. Vikings have controlled the possession well in the last 5 minutes or so. Just looking for a way through this Nighthawks defense. Ball played forward for Eldridge. Sends it in, it's cleared away. That was the captain, Valentini. That one ends up in the hands of Sawyer Price. Dangerous ball there, picked up by Price. He throws it back out to try to reset play, try to get the Nighthawks going forward again. They've been playing in their own half for the last few minutes. Ball into the middle there. Foul is called. I believe it was a handball called on Roeder there. "16 minutes are gone here in the first half. Opportunities for both sides, but nothing stuck yet. Shots are even at 3, saves are even at 1. It's been a good even contest, what we'd expect from two GNAC powerhouses this season. As that through ball attempt is cut out strongly by Tidblom. Stamnus onto it. Falls for Espinoza. Espinoza working against 4 or 5 defenders. Can't make his way through. But it's taken back now by the Vikings. Tomasi trying to run onto it, but he can't. Long ball played over the top by Price. Nighthawks have a little bit of space here going forward. Gonna play it into the corner there for Levine. Went too far, though. Moving the other way to go to Stamnus. Stamnus with Roeder on the far side. Slide tackle in the middle of the pitch is a good one. That was Nestor Serrano on a very well-timed slide. And now the Nighthawks moving the other way. In the corner, taken off him by Roeder, but it'll be a foul. Shoulder to the chest there from Roeder. Free kick in a dangerous area in the corner here. Alan Soto Ortiz standing over the ball in the corner. Nighthawks with 4 players in the box, as well as 1 roaming on the outside. It's Nestor Serrano looking to pick up any ball that shoots out to the edge of the box. Ball sent in. Got his head to it, and it's in for the goal! Braden Anderson clear-cut header in the middle of the box, and he puts it away strongly past Patrick Restum, and the Vikings are in a 1-0 hole early in this first half. Simple as you like, just a strong cross into the middle. Anderson really couldn't miss from there. Now the Vikings have to battle back here at home from an early 1-0 deficit. Fourth shot of the game for the Nighthawks finds the back of the net. There wasn't much Reston could do about that shot once it found the head of Anderson. That's Braden Anderson's first goal of the season. The senior out of Redondo Beach, California, defender. Got his opportunity and didn't miss. Espinoza now in the middle of the pitch looking to start a counterattack. Sends it to the top for Roeder on a little chip pass. Tries to get it back to Tomasi. Tomasi controls it. Takes a shot low on the ground, picked up easily by Price. But good work moving forward there from the Vikings. Put some pressure on Sawyer Price's goal. Try to respond immediately. Down the wing is Cardona. Plays it all the way back now for Valentini, the captain. Lorenzo Valentini, 6'7" senior out of Saarbrücken, Germany. Tallest player on the pitch for either side by a pretty long margin. Little tricky pass there from Cardona. Ball played forward, picked up easily by Restum. Patrick Restum holds the ball, now rolls it out, and boots it long. Tomasi can't win the header, but it does fall for Espinoza. It's taken off of him. Nestor Serrano on the ball, sends it across for Ortiz. Back now for Valentini. Nighthawks looking for a way forward. They move it down on the left now. Nothing doing there. We saw a period of the Vikings controlling the ball. Now the Nighthawks really taking this game by the horns, taking the lead, and now are controlling the pace of play. Vikings need to turn this momentum around quickly. It's taken off from there, and Stamnos now controls it, sends it onto the wing there for Eldridge. Eldridge surveys his option, decides to send it back to Deal. Excuse me, that was Mitchell Hutter. Now to Deal. Tidblom. Back to Deal. Vikings trying to set up their attack. Falls for Espinoza. A little stumble there from Tidblom, but he stays on his feet. To the back line again. Onto the wing for Tidblom. Looking for options moving forward, but he just can't find it, and they send it back again. It's time to Mitchell Hutter. Vikings just can't find a way through. Chip pass there was cut out, attempted by Eldridge, but he gets the ball back, and now he's running with it down the wing. Send it across to Espinoza. Espinoza's been very creative so far. See if he can do something here. Gives it up to Ryan Roeder. Ryan Roeder on the wing for Tidblom. Tidblom sends in an early cross, and it's going to fall through to Sawyer Price. Vikings controlled possession there, but really didn't put it anywhere near the box, let alone the net. That one's cut out there by Deal. Roeder loses it on the pass there. Valentini. Long ball played on the right wing. Too much on it. Throw in Vikings. As I've said, the Vikings have been a second half team this year as far as scoring goes. Right now, they haven't had a good opportunity going forward in a few minutes. Chance at a quick response is all but gone. But they're still trying to turn this momentum slowly but surely. I gotta say, the two center backs, Deal and Hutter, might have more touches than every other Viking combined so far in this game. Vikings just haven't found a way to get forward into the Nazarene half. Tomasi fighting for it. Can't win it though. It's kept by Ethan Atterbury. Now it's sent back to the back line. Serrano. Serrano looking to move it forward himself. Plays it down the wing. Finds Barragan. Barragan against Hutter. Hutter clears it out. Excuse me, that was Roeder. Got a foot to that attempted cross. Sent it out for a corner. Jonathan Cordonia in the corner. Alan Soto Ortiz goes to join him on a possible short kick. We'll see what they do here on the set piece. Vikings have sent Eldridge as well as Roeder up in case of the short kick, but it does go long into the middle. Too long, over the top, over everybody. It is picked up on the far side by the Nighthawks though. Running with it down the wing, cut out by Deal. It goes out for a Nighthawks throw. Head referee for this match is Michael Blondin. Assistant referee is Tim Epps and Josh Nielsen. As far as fouls go, it's been a quiet game thus far. Only one foul called for either side. There's also a handball. Another throw in here for the Nighthawks, and they can set up another one of those long throws perhaps. But first we're going to have a substitution for Northwest Nazarene. Looks like it's going to be Zachariah Dow. Zachariah Dow comes in. Coming out is Cameron Natvig. Dow, the freshman out of Fredericksdorf, Germany. This is a very international Nighthawks squad. He's one of 4 players on the team from Germany. Excuse me, 5 players on this Nighthawks team hail from Germany. Reston boots it long on the goal kick. Wall battling for it in the middle. The header's won by the Nighthawks. Stamnis trying to get it back. Ball over the top is cut out by Eldridge, but it falls there for Levine. Taken away by the Vikings. Jord Tidblom now trying to spark something. Vikings need a spark of creativity. Try to get a chance on goal. They had a half-hearted shot from Alessandro Tomasi 5 or 10 minutes ago, but it was never going to trouble Sawyer Price. Vikings haven't had a real clear-cut opportunity since Johan Espinoza put a shot on net early in this match. Epal over the top is looking for Levine, and it's going to find him. Levine sends it in now. It's cut out. Just couldn't be controlled there in the box. It's Koufoudakis who could not get his foot to that one.
Entering the game for the Vikings, number 11, Eric Bunnell.
Eric Bunnell will come into the game for Alessandro Tomasi. Bell, sophomore out of Renton. Freshman out of Renton. Sophomore, excuse me. Forward position, replacing Tomasi, the local grown product. Vikings may be feeling the effects of not having Albin Janssen on the field, who's often been an offensive spark plug for them this year, leading the GNAC in points and one of the leaders in goals as well. Prolific goal scorer in his freshman season. Not on the pitch today, the knee injury. The Vikings are looking for that second option in this match. Who else can step up on the attack? Vikings' second leading scorer is Alessandro Tomasi, who has 3 on the season. Less than half of Janssen's 7. 7 in 13 games for Albin Janssen to go along with 4 assists. Great season from the freshman thus far.
For the Nighthawks, number 15, Lucas.
Pair substitution here for the Nighthawks.
And number 16,
coming to the match, number 15 and number 16, that'll be Sullivan Smith. Smith, the senior out of Folsom, California. Excuse me, Smith out of Fall City, Washington. That one's in the middle for Stamnus. Vikings controlling the ball pretty far in the Northwest Nazarene territory, but it's taken back again. Caden Wall, Espinoza. Little mix-up there. I believe Nestor Serrano got the worst of that. Booted right off him. That one sent in by Eldridge and picked out easily by Sawyer Price. Vikings have sent those long, lofting balls into the box, and Price has just been eating them up. Raul Barragan looking for the ball in the middle, but it's cut out easily there. It's taken back now. Cut out by Eldridge. Good defending here for the Vikings. Stamna's trying to move the other way, but out with him. Caden Wall. So you throw Bunnell. Bunnell. Back to Stamnus. Eldridge calling for it on the far side. He won't get it though. Stamnus working with it. Ball played through Bunnell. Now over to Eldridge. Eldridge with a bit of space to send a cross in here. Working to get some space. Cannot get the cross in. Went off him as well. Goal kick, Nighthawks. Long ball over the top. Roeder trying to catch up with it. He can't. Looking for options in the middle. Sliding last effort challenge is a good one. That was Gus Deal on the slide tackle. 11.5 minutes remaining in this first half. Nighthawks leading 1-0 on the goal from Braden Anderson. And they've contained this Vikings offense very well. Both teams with just 4 shots. I'm sad to report a final from T-Mobile Park. The Seattle Mariners season comes to an end. A 1-0 18-inning defeat against the Houston Astros. 2 full games, 1-0. What a great season for the Seattle Mariners this year, though. Definitely something to build on. That ball's played out for a Nighthawks throw. There's been a lot of chances early in this match, but seems like both sides have been a little bit lethargic going forward since that outpouring of chances to start it off. Ball played to Eldridge, looking for options going forward. Gustiel to Jor Tidblom. Tricky little pass finds Espinoza. Now Roeder. Bunnell. Cut out and taken back by the Nighthawks, but only as far as Roeder, who plays it back to Tegan Eldridge. Eldridge working into the middle now. Plays it into the middle, and it's cut out by the back line. Strong header there. Moving forward now. Ukonitis. Bunnell plays that one out. Nighthawks throw under 10 minutes left to play in this first half. Will be a substitution for the visitors. Coming into the game, Daniel Brendel. Brendel will be coming in for Alan Soto Ortiz. Soto Ortiz had a very good opportunity early in this game. Ball was played into the middle for him, just couldn't get his foot through it. Could have been a very simple tap-in, but it fell into the hands of Patrick Reston instead. Ball's played forward here to Bunnell. Dakota Stamnus making the run. Ball's played long over the top. They were looking for Jan Espinoza on the far side. Couldn't get to him, though. Last line of defense came through, but it will be a throw for the Vikings. They take it quickly to Jor Tidblom. Caden Wall. That attempt is cut out as well. Ball's taken by Barragan. Now to Serrano. Serrano goes wide, switches the play now. Strong tackle there. Jor Tidblom took it right off him. And now it's taken back. Physical play on the wing. That's Zachariah Dawu and Tidblom doing battle. Bunnell. Ball forward for Roeder. Sawyer Price coming all the way out to control that with the chest and send it long. Very good sweeper-keeper action there from Sawyer Price. Roeder had some space to run onto, but Price came all the way out, shut it down. Long ball forward looking for Espinoza. Espinoza trying to run onto it, but it falls for Price. 7 minutes remaining in this first half. Vikings look to be struggling a little bit without their main attacking option. Foul against the Nighthawks. Vikings take possession back now near the middle of the park. kick's taken short and sent back to Eldridge. Eldridge does so well defending as well as moving the ball forward on the wing as well. A lot of their play going forward has been through Eldridge. Sent some enticing crosses in, but nothing's found the blue shirt just yet. Vikings have 4 shots in this match, 2 of them coming from Espinoza, one of them from Alessandro Tomasi. Long ball played through it by Wall, looking for Bunnell. Tips up and caught by Price. Play is halted here. The clock stops as well. Head referee Michael Blondin just making sure that there's no head injury there to Eric Bunnell. All is well with Bunnell, though. Long ball from Price does find a Nighthawk. Played long by Tidblom. The Vikings are used to playing a very high pressing style, puts constant pressure on their opponents. It just hasn't worked out so far. They haven't been able to get that possession up the pitch, and now the Nighthawks are moving the other way. Ball played in. Tidblom trying to shut it down here. It does work it into the corner at the very least. Espinoza now in defense. Space to put in the cross. In the middle. Blocked in the middle there. Eldridge gets ahead to it, but it doesn't send it very long. Shot came in. It was blocked. Second shot is in.
Goal for the Nighthawks, number 9, Jimmy Kufadakis.
Jimmy Kufadakis finished off a deflected save from Patrick Restum. Shot on the outside didn't trouble Restum, but it did force a rebound. That was very simple for Kufadakis to clean up, and the Nighthawks in complete control here at Harrington in the first half. 2-0 with 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining on the clock. Now the Nighthawks with some substitutions. Aiden McGinty coming in, as well as Brandon Parcio. Vikings need to turn the energy around here before this game slips away from them. They're playing a very strong Nighthawk squad here without their lead attacking option. They knew it wasn't going to be an easy night, but they've got to do a little bit better here. Nighthawks right back into the attack. Moving forward with Serrano. Sent down the far wing looking for Eucanitis. Foul there. Just not a lot of energy from these Vikings in the first half. They're having a tough time breaking through and getting opportunities on net. See if they can try to cut the deficit to 1 before the half. Goal kick now for the Nighthawks. Last shot from the Vikings came 12 minutes into the half. Shot by Espinoza that was blocked. Alessandro Tomasi also had a shot low and did not challenge Sawyer Price. It's been almost a half hour, though, since we've seen a Viking shot. And the Nighthawks seem to have just deflated them here home in Harrington. This is not a situation that these Vikings are used to being in this season. Their only loss was a close 2-1 defeat in Burnaby, especially here at home. They've been nails. Got a stoppage of play for an injury in the center of the park here. I think that's Brandon Parcio in the middle of the pitch, who's a bit hobbled but gets to his feet. Now back down. He's asking for a substitution. Parcio, the senior, out of Lake Forest, California, defender.
Coming on for the Nighthawks to replace the injured player is number 5, Logan Mark.
Excuse me, I believe that's Jake Levine coming off the pitch. Upon further check, it's Ethan Atterbury coming out for the Nighthawks. I apologize, it is not easy to read the numbers on these Northwest Nazarene jerseys. Hope Atterbury is okay and can return later. Just looked to be a little bit hobbled, wanted a chance to walk it off on the sideline. And NU controlling it in the corner, looking for a way forward now.
1 minute.
Sending into the crosses, Parcio, but it's blocked away for a throw. Under a minute remaining in this first half. It's been all Nighthawks. Little nutmeg there in the corner. 30 seconds remaining. Controlling in the corner is Parcio, taken for a throw. Now to Mark, who sends it back now to Brendel. They'll send it back to the back line. 9 seconds remaining now. This clock is going to tick down. One last ball into the middle. Half chance, but it'll go out for a goal kick. And that will do it for the first half here from Harrington Field. The Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks lead the number 24 nationally ranked Western Washington Vikings 2-0. A headed goal from Braden Anderson, followed by a shot from Jimmy Kufadakis that found the back of the net. Has the Vikings in a 2-0 hole, an unfamiliar situation here at home at Harrington. We'll be back in about 15 minutes, see if the Vikings can respond in the second half. a bit lethargic in that first half. Picked up 4 total shots and 2 of them on goal. One of them coming from Johan Espinoza, which was really the only solid threat of the half on the Northwest Nazarene goal. Other shot was a low, easy to pick up effort from Alessandro Tomasi. Vikings need to switch something up. We'll hope that halftime talk from Greg Brisbane was able to get to the Vikings, try to turn the momentum around in this second half, avoid taking their first home loss of the season. Vikings had opportunities early in that first half, but at a point it just became all Nighthawks. They picked up 2 big goals. Put the Vikings in a bit of a crevice here, trying to get out of it. Something they haven't had to do very often here at home is work from being behind, especially behind by multiple goals. They were involved in a shootout last time out at Harrington against St. Martin's University, but they never trailed in that match. Ball played for Roeder. Roeder to Roeder. Foul there. Quickly taken. Now it's held up by Roeder. Jor Tidblom. Gus Deal. Pass there was attempted to Sundberg. Didn't find him though. Vikings, without their leading attacking threat, Albin Janssen, have not found a way forward effectively. Roeder now running with it on the wing. He has a little bit of space. He has Espinoza in the middle, tries to play it through to them, but it's cut out by Valentini. Sliding tackle there. Gus Deal gets the ball back. Back to Tidblom. Moving forward now with Sundberg. Sundberg into the middle, it's cut out. But good early signs of life here from the Vikings. Now the Nighthawks moving forward. Chance on goal, just wide. Header in the middle, could not be put on net. Patrick Reston just watched it go by. Bunnell trying to move it forward now. Finds Roeder. Now to Sundberg. Sundberg looking to work down the left. Didn't get any playing time in the first half, but Sundberg will start this second half. Now Tidblom. Up to Roeder. Roeder can't control it cleanly, and it's taken back by the Nighthawks. Now moving up with it. Levine. Cut out. Go to Stamnis has it. Stamnis playing in that right back position for this half. Eldridge moves forward. Short Tidblom. Back to Hutter. Out of Stamnis on the other end. Stamnis gets a throw for the Vikings. Excuse me, that throw will go against the Vikings. And it's reversed, and the Vikings will have the throw there. Eldridge will have it. Back to Stamnis. Stamnis long ball forward looking for Bunnell. Won't find him, though. Looks like they're saying the ball actually went out there on the far sideline. Stamnis wasn't able to kick it before it went over the line, and it'll be a throw-in for the Nighthawks. Battling in the middle. Serrano wins the ball, going forward with Dow. Back now to Serrano. Serrano looking to get the cross in. Header won't find the net. There's a battle there in the middle between the attacker and Restham, and the ball just kind of ricocheted off of them. Now it's cleared back, and NNU have a chance to move forward again. Levine sends it in. Restham goes up and gets it. And a slow play down here. NNU 5 shots on goal in this match. 2 of them have found the net. And one of those shots acted as an assist as well. So the shot from Nestor Serrano was pawed away by Restham only as far as Kufadakis put the ball in for the second goal of that first half. Hard tackle there. Roeder's going to be called for it. Might pick up a card as well. Just a talking to there for Roeder. Free kick in the far corner will be taken by Sawyer Price. Price has put up 2 saves in that first half. First save he made on Espinoza was a solid reaction save, but he hasn't been challenged all that much by this Vikings offense. This Viking offense leads the GNAC in scoring, as well as a defense that leads the GNAC in goals against average, but they've really been humbled a little bit here so far by these Nighthawks, who have come into Harrington and really made a statement. Vikings have been a second half team this year. See if they can do it again tonight. They need to do it in a hurry. Everything's been coming up Northwest Nazarene thus far. Dow plays it back now for Serrano. Serrano in the middle. Ball played over the top. Cut out nicely there. Tidblom got ahead to it. Nighthawks take the ball back now. Dow working against Roeder and Tidblom. Plays it back now. Atterbury all the way back now to the back line with Anderson. Anderson was one of the goal scorers. Picked up a goal on a short free kick off a header. Spill there. The Vikings have a chance to go the other way now. Oh, and it's a good defensive stand there. Vikings picked up the ball in a bit of a dangerous area in transition. Couldn't move the ball forward quick enough to take advantage, though. Those are the kind of breaks that the Vikings really need to just take advantage of and just try to get one back and try to swing this momentum back in their favor. Hasn't really been in their favor since the first minutes of the match. Hard run by Hutter, gets the ball. Mitchell Hutter working up the middle himself, the center back. Outside of the foot pass. And it'll come back to him now. Hutter roaming beyond that middle line. Plays it back to Stamnus now. Roeder's pass is errant and taken back by the Nighthawks. Zachary Dau working against Sundberg, and he gets around him. Hutter, the last defender there, cuts it out though. Sundberg plays it forward, looking for Bunnell. Bunnell trying to control it. In a bit of a battle there with Dow, and Dow wins it. Anderson switches the play long. Anderson again. Forward for Dow. Ethan Atterbury trying to move forward with it now, and he'll pull down Gus Deal from the back there. Draw a foul. Co-captain Gus Deal there. Draws the free kick for Western. Tidblom through to Sundberg. Now to Roeder. A little bit of contact there, stays on his feet though. Controlled nicely by Ryan Roeder. Back into Stamnus in the middle. Vikings looking for a way out of their own third here. Ball looking for Espinoza. Won't find him. The middle of the park, picked up now by Roeder. Roeder plays it to Sundberg. Has a little bit of space to work forward here. Long ball into the box. He's found Bunnell. Looking to make some space for himself. He can't. He plays it back instead. Ryan Roeder. Roeder, long shot's deflected, and it's picked up by Sawyer Price. A little bit of work forward there with Bunnell, though. Good to see the Vikings working into that attacking third. They simply have not spent enough time in that part of the pitch in this match. Nazarene's absolutely shut them down. Looking to take that first spot in the GNAC away from him.
Number 9, Jimmy Kufidakis.
Now Kufidakis, the second goal scorer of that first half for the Nighthawks, will come back into the match. Kufidakis picked up a goal off of a deflected shot from Serrano. That one's going to fall through perhaps, and it's cleared away at the last. Dakota Stamnus was there to force a corner kick. Ball deflected in there dangerously. Stamnus was taking no chances. First corner of this second half for Northwest Nazarene. Lorenzo Valentini towers above the rest in the box. The 6'7" captain for Northwest Nazarene won't get to him, though. Sundberg cleared it away. Valentini trying to get his head to that one, but he'll just send it out for a goal kick. Again, that long throw from the Nighthawks, something they've worked a couple times in this match. And they've gotten a couple opportunities off of it. It's a hard thing to defend, especially when you have a towering player in the box like Valentini who can try to nod that ball into the middle to a striker or nod it on goal himself. Sundberg with for Bunnell. Bunnell working it himself down the left. Couple step overs, found some space for himself. Bunnell looking to put it into the middle, cuts it back, sends it towards goal. Can't be put on net. Espinoza and Roeder were in the middle there, but it was deflected out instead for a corner. Eldridge will be the taker for this corner. First corner for the Vikings in this half. Vikings looking to change the momentum off a set piece. Sends it into the middle, falls into the box, pouncing around and sent out. Controlled now by Hutter. Hutter can't get into the middle, but he still controls it. Edge of the box. Works his way past the defenders, just can't get to that ball that he sent forward, and it's cleared long. The Vikings with a nice little attacking sequence of play. There's 2 balls on the pitch now, and now one of them's gone. Valentine will take this free kick deep in NNU territory, and he'll send it way over the top. Hutter gets his head to it, though. Sends it back towards midfield. In the corner, looking for Cardona. Sliding tackle from Stamnus is a good one. Nighthawks throw. See if they set up another long throw here. I believe that's Raul Barragan, the long throw specialist. Sent in the box. Valentini gets his head to it. It's up in the box. Sent towards goal and picked up by Restum. That's exactly what they want to do there. Get it into Valentini and cause some chaos, and it almost paid off for him, but Restum was able to collect that shot that ended up being quite weak in the end. Hutter now moving the other way. Roeder, excuse me. Roeder with opportunity on net. Headed away by Sawyer Price. The goalkeeper using his head there instead of picking it up. Roeder was bearing down on him. I suppose it worked, but interesting play there from Price. Espinoza fouled there. I think that was Nestor Serrano committing the foul against Johan Espinoza, number 4 on number 4. And now the Vikings have a free kick in a bit of a threatening area. Chance for Tegan Eldridge to send in a curling ball. It'll be like a two-man wall here for the Nighthawks. Vikings sending 6 players into the box. Delivery in. Through everyone, and it's cleared away by the Nighthawks. Only as far as Sundberg, who sends it all the way back in. Bunnell looking to get to it, as well as Hutter, but neither of them can make contact. Eldridge looking to keep the attack going. And the Nighthawks look to finally clear their lines here. Serrano. Valentini now on the far wing. Valentini controls it again. All the way back to Price, who switches the play to the other side. Vikings are pressing high right now. They know they need goals quickly. And it might come back to bite him as Kufadakis has a little bit of space on the wing. Another great sliding tackle from Dakota Stamness. And that'll get the crowd here at Harrington pumped up. Perfectly timed slide tackle. Now Ryan Roeder looking for a foul. He doesn't get it, though. It's taken now. Atterbury deflected. Goal kick. We've seen a couple of great sliding tackles from Dakota Stamness in the last few minutes. Eldridge now. Trying to play it through to Roeder. Too far. Through to Price. So Price picks it up under pressure from Roeder. Run on the left wing is wide open. Got options in the middle. Sends it in. Cut out by Hutter. Well defended there. Played long by Roeder. Parcio. Now it's trying to move it forward. Trying to get a ball into the box. Reston picks it up. Hard tackle there on Gus Deal. But it's no foul, and the shot goes over the bar and right. Head referee letting them play here. Now we'll have a substitution. Coming into the match, Caden Wall, as well as Lucas Hakamata making his first appearance of the night. He'll replace Sundberg. Caden Wall will replace Ryan Roeder. Hakamata, crafty midfielder, sophomore, out of Bothell, Washington. Bunnell takes it back. Looking to move in transition now. Gets it to Roeder. Roeder and Bunnell running together. Roeder down the wing. Got options in the middle. Looking, cuts it back. Shot right on net. Cut out. Roeder went right after Price. Price got his hands up in a hurry to send it away. More of self-defense than anything there for Price. Dangerous pass in the middle, but it's kept safe by Dakota Stamness. Now through to Hakamata, getting his first touch of the match on the wing. Hakamata working against Dow, sends it over everybody. Eldridge will run after it, but it'll be cleared away by the Nighthawks. Hutter picks it up, looks to reset the attack. Hakamata now on the left wing. Hakamata working against Dow. In the middle, low crosses. Kicked out. Throw and taken quickly to Espinoza. Now back to Hakamata. Cross. Only one player in the box was Roeder. Did not find him. To go to Stamness now. It looks like Western's women's soccer team just returned from their away game at MSU Billings, now in the stands, as Hakamata works with it in the corner now. Another low cross, dangerous, but it's snuffed out at the last. Working forward now is Kufadakis, but it's taken back. Gus Deal. Long shot from Deal. Spilled a little bit by Price, but picked up. The Vikings are now putting a little bit more pressure on that Northwest Nazarene goal as they look to find their way back into this match. This is the kind of energy that the Vikings needed to come out with in this second half if they're going to have a chance of picking up a result here in front of their home fans after a really rough first half. Looking for Roeder, but it's headed forward. Bunnell, Roeder, Espinoza, and Hakamata working forward. Bunnell plays it back to the far side, dribbling with it himself, finds his way all the way on the right wing now, plays it to Eldridge. Eldridge to Wall. Wall sends in a high early cross. It's going to end up at the feet of Hakamata, it would seem. Hakamata trying to send it back for Roeder. Roeder will control it. Nice little move by Andrew Roeder. Gets him a little bit of space. Working against Dau. Finds his way through Dau. Espinoza, the shot just tipped wide by Valentini. That one looked like it was going to find the bottom right corner of the net from Johan Espinoza. Valentini's just got the smallest of touches to it to send it wide of that post. But a great opportunity for the Vikings. They're starting to show their real attacking prowess. Substitution for Northwest Nazarene now coming into the game. Cameron Natvig. Coming out will be Zachariah Dau. Dau was doing battle with Roeder there, and Roeder got the best of him. Roeder clapping his hands, looking to bring up the rest of his team, get the energy up. .23 minutes remaining. 23 minutes for the Vikings to find their way back into the match. They need at least 2. Deal trying to play Roeder in with that long lofted through ball, but it'll go out for a goal kick. More substitutions incoming for the Vikings. Alessandro Tomasi, the big senior striker, will come back in for Johan Espinoza, who just had that great opportunity cut out by Valentini. Tomasi, the second leading goal scorer on this Vikings team, with 3 behind Alvin Jansson's 7. Tomasi has come up big here at Harrington Field this season. Scored a big goal against Seattle Pacific University. And that 3-1 victory here. Tomasi started this game in place of the injured Jansson, but came out for Bunnell, making his first appearance of the second half. That long kick from Price found its way out for a throw-in. Controlled. Jimmy Kufadakis looked to have taken a little errant hand to the face there from Caden Wall. Head referee calls play to a halt. Pulls it back for a free kick. Free kick will be taken by Nestor Serrano, senior out of Glendale, Arizona. Transfer from Arizona Christian. Cameron Natvig working with it, now passes it off. Atterbury. Back to Atterbury. Hakamata working against him. Slide tackle from Hakamata will send it out for a goal kick. Atterbury's screaming at the line ref that that was a corner kick, and now head referee is going to call that one back to the corner. A little disagreement there between the assistant and the center referee. But Michael Blondin said that one's a corner. Did look like Hakamata got the last touch on it as he slid to try to cut out the opportunity. Corner for the Nighthawks will be taken by Cardona. Sent in low. Bouncing around in the box, but it's sent out. Only as far as Serrano. Gets it back to Cardona, working against Tidblom, and Tidblom wins the battle and wins the throw-in. Throw-in finds ahead of Tomasi, but it's going to dribble through to the back line of the Nighthawks. Picked up now. Kufadakis had a touch to it, but couldn't keep it. Stamnus has it. 20 minutes and change remaining. Northwest Nazarene has 11 shots, the Vikings 8. Vikings have forced 4 saves out of goalkeeper Sawyer Price, as well as a touch from Valentini that might have saved a goal. They've had some good opportunities in this second half. It's been much more optimistic here. Just seemed to be playing a little bit lethargic in that first half, but they picked up the energy.
Coming in for the Nighthawks is number 11, Alan Soto Ortiz.
Alan Soto Ortiz coming back into the game for the Nighthawks now. Started the match, had a couple opportunities early, but came off about halfway through that second half, making it, or first half, excuse me, making his first appearance of this second half now. Western has a free kick here. They'll take it quickly. Back to Hutter. Now to Stamnus on the other side. In the middle to Wall. Eldridge heads it forward looking for Tomasi. Tomasi can't win the header against the 6'7" Valentini. Tomasi sometimes used to being the tallest player out on the pitch. Not tonight. Ball looking for Roeder. Picked up by Price. Soto Ortiz in the corner now. Finds Natvig. Natvig tries to play it forward for Kufadakis. Kufadakis doing battle with Tidblom. There'll be a foul on Kufadakis. Western takes the free kick quickly, too quickly for the liking of Michael Blondin. He'll call them back, tell them to take it again. Gus Deal. Now Mitchell Hutter surveys the Northwest Nazarene defense. Looking for options. Deal plays it to Wall, plays it straight back to Serrano. Cut out by Deal though, back to Wall, now Hakamada. Vikings came into this game leading the GNAC, but with this result holding, Northwest Nazarene would take the top spot. Vikings trying to remain top of the conference in what has been such a successful year for them. They need to make some noise in a hurry. Northwest Nazarene coming into this match looked like their biggest challenge of the GNAC schedule thus far, and it's turned out to be just that. So they've really played a great game against these Vikings. That's a nice ball forward. Northwest Nazarene have a 3-on-3 now. Eldridge gets back to cover defensively a little bit, but the Nighthawks still working around the edge of the box, looking for a shot. Play it back now. Natvig sends in the early cross. Reston goes out and gets it. Reston plays that ball forward long and quickly. Hakamada working against Soto Ortiz. Play back now to Brendel. Just a bit over 16 minutes remaining. Moving forward now, Bunnell trying to get some space, but he's muscled off the ball. Now the Nighthawks working with a counterattack. Going down that far wing, now cutting it into the middle. Sliding tackle is no good from Caden Wall. Soto Ortiz. Back to Natvig. Natvig. Looking against Hakamada, gets it through to Soto Ortiz, who sends it into the middle. Dangerous ball bouncing, but it'll be picked up by Restum. Kufadakis got a touch on it in the middle, but couldn't put it towards goal. Eldridge running with it. Ball forward, cannot find Roeder. It's been better in this second half from the Vikings, but they need a big swing from that first half. They haven't gotten quite enough to put more points on the board. Grounded out a tough result in Monmouth. Sustained an injury to their leading goal scorer, Alvin Janssen. Now coming back to Harrington, they've had a real tough night against these Nighthawks, who have really come to play. Caden Wall, go to Stamnus. Four in the back line for the Northwest Nazarene. They might be comfortable trying to just defend out this 2-0 lead. It's worked for them thus far. Vikings haven't had that many clear-cut chances on net in the whole match. More in the second half, but overall, this defense has been stalwart from the Nighthawks. Soto Ortiz plays it back now. In the middle is Atterbury. Atterbury looking for Soto Ortiz. Soto Ortiz, nice little touch there to bring it down, but Hakamata clears it out for a Nighthawks throw, and we'll have some substitutions here.
Entering the game for the Nighthawks is number 6, Aiden McGinty.
Aiden McGinty will come into the match for the Nighthawks. Coming out will be Ethan Atterbury. McGinty, the junior, out of Washougal, Washington. Throwing looking for Kufadakis. Kufadakis low cross into the middle, only as far as Hutter. Tomasi now. Eldridge. Eldridge looking for that ball forward, takes it forward himself instead. Now plays it back to Stamnus. The Vikings have spent a lot of this match passing it around their back line, looking for a way forward. The Nighthawks just has not given it to them. That long ball attempted cut out by Natvig, but it will be a Western throw. Taken by Gus Deal. Gus Deal finds Tomasi. Tomasi trying to control it. Just got an errant touch on it, though, and it'll go out for a goal kick. Well defended there from Nestor Serrano. Tomasi had trouble bringing down that throw in from Gus Deal. Long forward from Price. Long ball over the top looking for Roeder, right back to Price, and he'll fall on it. Natvig looking for Kufadakis. Cleared out by Tidblom though, nice little touch from Hakamata. Hakamata now a lofted ball over the top, trying to find Roeder. Go back now for Wall. That falls into the feet of Kufadakis off an odd bounce. Kufadakis against Tidblom now. That'll be a throw-in for the Nighthawks. Kufadakis will take it. Now we'll be told to hold it by Cameron Natvig. Natvig will come over to take the throw-in. Kufadakis will go towards the middle. Lorenzo Ballantini, the Nighthawks captain tonight, urging his team to hold on for 10 more minutes and try to earn a big win 10 minutes for the Vikings to try to get their way back into this game. They need a goal, and they need it yesterday. Deal, Bunnell. Well defended there. Cameron Natvik took it off of him. Kufadakis. Far side looking for Baragon. They're running down the wing with it now. In that far left corner, looks like they'll be taking it back, just running some time off the clock there. Now back to Serrano. Serrano working down the middle himself. Gets it to Soto Ortiz, taken off him by Hakamata. Hakamata has a little bit of space to run. Long through ball attempted. Roeder's running hard after it. Put the pressure on Braden Anderson there, but it just wasn't enough. Johan Espinoza coming back in for Bunnell.
Johan Espinoza for the Nighthawks. Number 8, Raul Barragan.
Raul Barragan coming into the pitch. Barragan started the match, and now he'll try to see out the match. Throw in Vikings. Hakamata looking into the box, but he sends it short to Espinoza instead. Back to Tomasi and now to Hakamata. Hakamata, cross in, picked up easily by Price. Just no blue shirts in the middle there to try to get their head on that cross from Hakamata. You have to think the Vikings will be hitting the panic button soon, as they need 2 goals in just 8 minutes to try to get a result out of this one. Hutter looking for options going forward. Back to Tidblom. Tomasi. He's taken down. Fouled there by Brendel. Brendel will pick up a yellow card for the foul. That'll be the first card of the match. Handed out by head referee Michael Blondine. Caden Wall stands over it with Mitchell Hutter. Andrew Roeder goes to the sidelines to back up the play on the wing, but the Vikings have a lot of players forward in the box trying to get their head to this one. Johan Espinoza making a short run, now heads back to the box. Caden Wall lofts it in. Headed away there, only as far as Tidblom sends it back in. Header opportunity, just wide. Mitchell Hutter had an opportunity to try to head it on net, but he sent it far left.
Coming in for the Nighthawks, number 5, Logan Mark.
Hutter picked up a goal last time the Vikings were here at Harrington. It was the winner against St. Martin's. It was a headed effort, but could not strike that one cleanly. Now Kufadakis will come off the pitch. Coming on to replace him is Logan Mark. Mark, a freshman out of Los Angeles, California. Collision there. Dakota Stamnus got the worst of it and did not get the throw in either. Six and a half minutes remain. It's looking tougher and tougher for the Vikings to try to pick up a result here tonight at Harrington. It's just been a bit of an off night for the number 24 nationally ranked side. Eldridge, Espinoza to Deal. Deal switches the play long, looking for Hakamata. He finds him. Hakamata controls it off the chest, working against Logan Mark, and it'll be a throw-in for the Vikings.
Entering the game for the Vikings, number 25, Danny Fazio.
Now Danny Fazio will make his first appearance of the match to raucous applause from the crowd. The Viking women's soccer team is bringing the energy here in the last 5 minutes and change of this match. Trying to hype up this team to get a couple back. Espinosa can't run onto it in time. Deal all the way back to Stamnus. Vikings moving the wrong way right now. Wall looking for his options. Back again to Hutter. Hutter was pressed by McGinty, had to get away quickly, and it's picked up by that back line. Only as far as Deal, though. Deal goes down. Looked like he just tripped on the ball there, if I'm being honest, but it will be called a foul. That might be the break the Vikings need. Under 5 minutes remaining. They need something to happen right now. Caden Wall stands over the free kick. Only Stamnus in the back, everyone else forward. Header. Won't find anybody. Goal kick, Nighthawks.
Now entering for the Vikings.
The clock will stop.
Nighthawks is number 20, Jonathan Cardona.
At 4:24 as the Nighthawks make a substitution within 5 minutes. When the leading team makes a substitution, the clock will stop as it does here. Cardona will be coming back into the match. Coming out of the match, looks like it was Nestor Serrano. Serrano's had a solid game, impacting the play on both ends of the pitch. Cardona started the match. Forward sophomore out of San Diego coming back in. Serrano put in a shift tonight. Long ball headed by Tomasi. Roeder can't get to it. Throw in Nighthawks. 4 minutes and change left on the clock. Tidblom up to Espinosa. Espinosa to Tomasi. Tomasi can't keep the ball. Valentini now. Taken back, now with Eldridge. Eldridge moving forward now. Eldridge to Espinosa. Espinosa, as he falls over, he sends it to Tomasi, who sends that one way over the bar from the corner. Not sure if he was trying to send in a cross or take a shot from that angle, but it did not go where he wanted it to. 3.5 remain. Ball sent sky high. Roeder with it. Fazio. Roeder now. Roeder looking for space. Trying to dribble into the middle himself. But it's cut out there. 4 or 5 defenders around him. He couldn't get around every single one of them. All the way back to Reston. Reston's made 3 saves on the night. Might be kicking himself at that second goal as his save had an errant rebound that was sent back out for Koufadakis to finish. That one is picked up at the chest by Sawyer Price. Deal. Plays it forward. Nobody made the run. And this one might be winding down here. And the Nighthawks might be winding up at the top of the GNAC in 1 minute and 48 seconds. Valentini plays that one forward, looking for Cardona. Fazio has it now. Just a minute and change now. Espinosa, errant ball there. Picked up easily by the Nighthawks.
1 minute remaining.
1 minute remaining now. You gotta say it's been an all-around great performance from the visitors tonight. They shut down the Vikings end to end, whistle to whistle. Just gave them no room to breathe, and were clinical in attack. When the final buzzer goes, they will have picked up a deserved victory here at Harrington against a nationally ranked Western Washington squad. Roeder over to Tomasi. Last looks now for the Vikings. Tomasi can't get the cross in. 15 seconds remain. That's back to the back line here. 10 seconds now.
9, 8,
Sent forward by Tidblom. Espinosa in some space now, but it's picked up by Price. He'll let it go out of bounds now. And the Northwest Nazarene Nighthawks have come into Harrington and upset the nationally ranked number 24 Western Washington Vikings 2-0. Goals from Jimmy Kufadakis and Braden Anderson felled the Vikings. This is their first home loss of the season, as the Vikings on the season fall to 5-2-0 in the GNAC, as the Nighthawks improve to 5-1-1 as they go solo atop the GNAC standings. The Vikings will be back here Thursday for a match against Simon Fraser at 4 p.m. We hope to see you there. Final score here from Harrington Field, 2-0. I've been Adam Race, my producer John here on Viking TV. Thank you all for tuning in. Good night.